And the only reason I'm the way I am, right, is because I'm protective of the people that can't protect themselves. Does that sound fair enough? I'm not an asshole, okay? If you're a weird ass motherfucker, it's a fucking weirdo, and you find children attractive, and you have these fucked up urges, but you can keep it to yourself, and you never touch a kid, you're fucking weird. I don't want to hear about it, and I don't understand it, and I never will. However, I ain't gonna judge you for it, right? As soon as you cross that line, and you're a fucking perv, and you fucking touch something you ain't supposed to touch, for the wrong reasons. It's not a medical procedure. You're not a doctor. You're not a nurse, and you're touching things you're not supposed to touch, and you're doing things you're not supposed to do. You know, and you're off your head or whatever else happens, or you're tortured for a few days, or you're under 6 feet under the ground, or whatever happens to you. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it, right? And I don't have anything to do with that. Like I said, it's just entertainment purposes only. Okay, I've never been in even a fight before. Okay, and I don't know karate or martial arts or anything else. I just watch it on TV. Okay, and I'm not strong. I just look strong. Okay, it's illusion. Okay, but that's all. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I ain't fucking throwing myself under the bus. But anyways, my point is, I will stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves if I'm in a position where I have proof. And if something's going to happen, something's going to happen, right? Because Chimos just go, I'm stressed, I've been threatened, I don't feel safe. They get protection, right? They get 3 meals a day. They don't get the families don't get justice, okay? I'm just telling you. I worked in prison. It's a fucking country club in there. They even let them sit together, okay? Now they don't get they still have to walk main line and everything else, and they don't get harassed or beaten up, but they unless they sit at the wrong table. So they're punishing. Chimo's got to sit at the Chimo table, okay? That's about it. That's about it, guys. All right. Other than that, there ain't no punishment, right? The only justice is that while they're in there, they can't touch other kids, obviously, right? Because they don't have access to it. So that's a good thing, okay? But there's sometimes release dates for those motherfuckers, right? Including a guy who wrapped people up, little 11, 12, and 13-year-old girls, right? Wrapped them up in rope, right? Threw them in the trunk of the car, would take them out, and I don't know what the whole deal was. I can't remember in the paperwork what he did in the woods with them, right? At the best case scenario, he did inappropriate stuff with them, okay? If not, flat out rape them and shit. But because he didn't kill them, right? All he had to do was go to jail for a short amount of time, played his time right, played his point system, and the motherfucker got out. Not escaped. He got out. He got parole. He got out. Within 24 to 48 hours later, this motherfucker, right? Back in prison, coming down off of meth, because he was high on meth, went out, grabbed a 13-year-old girl, 13 years old. This motherfucker's like in his 30s or 40s or some shit, right? Grown-ass man. I don't care if you're a similar age. This is weird, right? But anyways, it's worse when you're an adult, believe me. But takes this girl, fucking wraps her in rope, fucking goes, tries to throw her in the, you're going to see why the smile comes on my face in a minute, goes to try to throw her in the trunk of his car, right? Girl fights back, girl gets away, thank God. The police fucking get him, like right now, he gets like a block or two, they fucking surround the motherfucker, they fucking slam him on his face, they take him back to prison. Okay, justice is done, da-da-da-da. Well, okay, fair enough. But the girl didn't get hurt. She's traumatized. She goes gonna get thrown in the trunk of a car, and who knows, God knows what was gonna happen to her, right? Could take it out to the fucking woods, right? And sometimes, the guy is scared because he doesn't want witnesses, right? So now this guy that normally is just, right? molester or a pedophile or whatever becomes a serial killer now, right? Because if you can't find the body, because if nobody's talking, either it takes longer to find you, they don't find you at all. Does that sound fair enough? Okay? So who knows if this gal would have survived if he had taken her out in the woods. Okay? It was too much anyways. I'm glad she got away. Thank God. I'm glad she didn't get worse happen to her. Thank God. But it didn't have to happen, right? This motherfucker should never seen the light of day again other than from inside of a prison cell. And his yard time and all that other stuff that these chimos get to do and watch movies and have ice cream night and watch, go play basketball and lift weights and all this other stuff, right? And go to school and take classes and go to college and further their education and get taken care of when they're sick and shit because they've got an infirmary in there, okay? I'm fine with that, but I'm not fine with those motherfuckers getting out. Not when the evidence is overwhelming. If there's a possibility they might have got screwed and falsely convicted, I can see maybe giving somebody another chance, okay? Because obviously there might be a chance that they didn't do it, right? And obviously if you're going to release this motherfucker and they never do it again, obviously they're probably falsely convicted, right? Because these motherfuckers that are bad like that, Ted Bundy escapes. 48 hours later, he went on the biggest killing spree he'd ever done, right? Could have helped his case, right? If he'd laid low. He couldn't do it. He was a sick fuck, right? There was Teddy. He was a nice guy, and he never hurt his wife, and he never hurt her fiance, and he never hurt the fiance's child. And he was a good dad to her and everything else. And there was Teddy, who was a monster, right? He was possessed by demons, and the voices got to him, and he, because, you get sometimes two different people on these videos, right? Sometimes you get Showtime, sometimes you get Jack, right? Sometimes they kind of come back and forth, right? But they're both good guys, right? They don't never hurt nobody, right? So it is what it is. But if you got one good, one evil, you better watch the fuck out, right? You might need to put that fucker to death, right? Unless you can somehow get rid of their other personality, which is good luck with that, right? Because when you hear voices and stuff, it's got to be pretty much divine intervention. Because with me, this was a gift I was blessed with from the universe. That's why I could be two different people sometimes, and I can get more shit done. I can sleep less. I can get more. Only thing I don't know how to do is teleport, right? And that's something that kind of got me really depressed when I realized I couldn't do that. Because with my knee injury, it would have been really nice if I could have somehow teleported somehow, give myself a break from that pain and shit. So I could give myself a break from medication, and then people didn't want to keep giving me the medication, and that was kind of shitty for a while. And then I was still in a lot of pain, but eventually I got out of the pain. I didn't need the meds no more. But they cut me off early, and my wife, you're not pain. How you know if I ain't in pain? You're in my fucking body, right? And it is what it is, but eventually got a little better, and all of a sudden it's way better now, right? Some days it'll hurt a little bit here and there, but nothing I can't push through, right? All right, so that was my little rant there, right? And it is what it is. And I love that video by Lee Priest, and he's right, too. Some people carry this sexual harassment thing a little too far, right? I'm in the fitness industry, ladies and gentlemen, right? If I have the opportunity, right, to advance myself, say as a fitness model, whatever else, but I've got to do something. And I've had some freaking weird-ass propositions throughout my lifetime being a bodybuilder, right? I just say, fucking no, I ain't gay. And if I go and do something, like with a chick or something, and I have an option, it's because I wanted to do it, right? Whether it's to further my career or take advantage of the situation as a business transaction, right? I never did that. But there have been some times as a single guy, right, that maybe some type of a pay-as-you-late thing that if it were brought up to me from a chick instead of a dude, maybe I would have said yes, right? But unfortunately, right, I just got propositioned by guys, so I'm like, not doing it. Greg Plitt's another one. Got propositioned, hey, great for the cover, this and that and the other thing. Like, dude, but you got to do this, and that, right? and we really want you on board with our company. And he just was like, I ain't doing that, right? This is a guy that's, he don't need it, right? He's a fucking CEO of Special Forces, Army Ranger, all this stuff. He had integrity and character. He said no. But then so the guy that because there were two of them, and they liked Greg Pitt a little better, they were going to give him the role, the job, the cover, and the billboard, and all this, right? His fitness model. So it went with number two. Number two was happy to do whatever he needed to do, okay? Now, if he regrets it later, that sucks. I hate hearing about those kind of situations. But there'll be people that will go along with it, and they'll go, I was forced into it. And you motherfucker, you weren't forced. You were given a business transaction choice. You know, like Lee Priest said, you want to suck dick, or you want to, and get the job, or do you want to, or do you want to turn the job down because you're not comfortable with it? It's common sense. It's cut and dry. It's black and white. This is the condition of this. This is the terms of your condition. It's like a contract, right? You either do it or you don't do it. And for me, it ain't worth it. So I don't do it. But if I were to do it, I wouldn't be all butthurt about it going, well, you know, I had to do these sexual favors to advance myself.